Hello, hello. I'm Concristo, and this is the Light of the East campaign. Once again, with no Twitch. And things are going pretty well. Things have been pretty much fine and dandy. We had a successful war against the Byzantines, seized their Western Greek holdings. I mean, they're in Eastern Greece, but they're Western relative to them. We're also going to do our best to ally Naples at the end of this war. We're at war with some of the former pieces of the Serbian Empire. Serbia, who I now, looking at them, realize has one province. That's pretty funny. They've got crushed by Hungary and their subject Croatia. March, or just a vassal. Wallachia got off pretty much scot-free in that war, looks like. So they continue to be a potential future threat. Trnavo has split out and become, replaced Bulgaria. And now Vidin is at war with them. So we'll see what happens there. Should be interesting. Let me just put missionaries at the bottom. Core construction is below. Cool. We do have some Mentees separatists. I think I'm going to try and use my army to do a little bit of suppression. We have a truce with the Ottomans. You're guaranteed by Genoa, but why? Genoa, what are you doing, man? Why would you do this? Hungary has rivaled us. Well, that's someone we'll definitely counter-rival once we can. Hungary, to be feared. They have Croatia and Poland as subjects. Obviously, Poland more worrying than Croatia. Genoa, on the other hand, how are you doing armies-wise? They do have a larger army than me, although no manpower. With a little bit of luck, they'll have trouble in this war against Aragon. It's going fine so far, but probably because they have naval dominance. Maybe Aragon could get some military access and trash them a bit. Oh, hello. The AI actually is going to commit to this war. I kind of expect them to just roll over and stay dead, if I'm being honest. We do need to get some cores done. Good, there's a couple. We're currently just short on admin points for quite a few of our cores. We're coring all the way down here. Nice. Yeah, like I said, we're getting okay communication down here. 44 days. It kind of sucks, to be honest. We need relay ports, and we need emergently a war against the Knights. Would be pretty good. Allied to Albania, Naxos, Venice. There's our stability going up to level 2. Unfortunate, but no matter. Why is it unfortunate? Stability going up is a good thing, yes, but because it takes more and more points to go up higher and higher levels. Ideally, you want to kind of lose one stability at 1, go to 0, then go straight back up to 1, rather than going to 2. And then if we lose stability, it's going to take more to... we've spent more stability points on the same number of stability. Is the long and the short of that. It will, however, help with that rebellion, one has to imagine. This is quite a lot of troops they have now, including their allies. We do outnumber them on cavalry. We'll see what we can do to catch out these condottieri, re-marshal the troops, and then smash into the Macedonian and Kosovonian? Would that be the appropriate term? Kosovonian? Let's just call them Serbian for maximum annoying people. Alright, you're going to flee to there. We wait for you to lock. And then we'll come get you. It is mountains, but with a 2-to-1 odds, I think we should have no problem. No chance they're going to be able to knock down the fortress in Chaldiki before we get back, I have to imagine. And yeah, look at that. We're crushing them. Nice. I like that it keeps this stuff at the top, even if it is kind of looks a little compacted and weird. That might be because of my monitor resolution, but I don't think so. It should all scale fine. Okay, what else do I need to do? Oh, they are at risk of taking this fort, so we'll march in next month. Should have got our men back by then. Or do you want to arrive on the 2nd? Because sometimes when you arrive on the 1st, it doesn't count the reinforcement tick before you arrive. But yeah, we'll get there before their siege starts. We outnumber them. We have better technology. We have a better general. We have more cavalry. I think this is going to be a pretty easy one. Look at that morale advantage. Jeebus. Almost a 50% morale advantage. That's got to hurt right there. How much money do you guys have? Do you have enough for me to bother coming to siege you? 18 ducats? Probably not. The manpower is more valuable. Wow, this is a harder fought fight than I expected. I should probably have sallied out the troops. It's a bit late now. Out of the castle. So we could have had some more men to take the brunt of things. Because, of course, the manpower inside castles are essentially free. 3,000 manpower is... we can't really afford to be losing 3,000 manpower when we have a manpower cap of 5,000. I think it's going to be time to start regularly demanding manpower from the nobles, unfortunately. Why can't we demand from the lesser noble? I thought you could get manpower from both. Maybe I'm crazy. What could you give me? I could get the stab increase interval from the from these guys, but I don't think it's needed. I do love the extra urban gravity. Crushing the autonomy here. It's going to go all the way down to 0 in the capital, which is nice. Wallachia is guaranteeing Vidin's independence. That's interesting. Vidin, one has to imagine, not going to exist for much longer. Considering their capital has fallen to Tarnavo. No, they're not going for the other province, interestingly. I guess. No, I'm not sure why. How do we get our professionalism? It's going up. Plentiful manpower. I mean, it's nice having the low manpower cap because of the overextension is in some ways pretty useful because it means we can get that 20% production bonus nice and easily, which is always good. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So in terms of piecing out of this war, this is what we were looking at in terms of a peace deal. We'd have to wait 2 years. And then we could do that with no risk of coalition. Or we could do this, and we'd have to wait like 15 years. Well, no, more like 7 years. But I think that would be a bit over the top. So I think this is the peace deal we're going to take. It does give us this not very valuable province. Actually, yeah, it's a good point. We should definitely take. Sure, it doesn't unify our lands as well. But maybe we should hold out for this peace deal, because there is a silver mine here after all, and we could pump up that mine complex a bit and get some serious income from that. Could be handy. Apart from that, Adin obviously looking like an appealing attack. Genoa has revoked their guarantee, but now they're allied with Karaman. I really would like to go after them. Not sure. We're coring. Where are we not coring? Here. Right, because that's the expensive one. I remember. Province gained. I'm really tempted, man. I'm really tempted. But I'm going to stick to my guns. Turkic expansionism in Greece giving free land makes no sense. The monks of Mount Athos. I think I will let them live in peace to get the extra trade power. I don't know. Do I want 0.25 trade power? It is in my capital node, or do I want 25 ducats? 0.25 trade power is like a 0.35% increase at the moment. No, that's compared to Genoa. I will let them live in peace, because I think that trade power in the long term, because we're not going to conquer Venice. We do need to make sure that we have loads of trade power in our capital node. Because, of course, transfers from traders downstream will continue to be a problem. Same with Danube. Although we can own all of the Danube trade node, there'll still be transfers from traders downstream into the Danube that then end up applying as transfers from traders downstream into whatever this place is called, the Aegean. Yeah, I knew that. No, you can't have peace. I'm just going to make sure we don't lose a battle for silly reasons like not having full morale. Looks like I'm going to be able to stack wipe these guys. I suppose we could take their money, probably without having to win a siege. Freaking monthly attrition lag, input lag as always. Okay, got him there. Corrupt bureaucracy, not good indeed. How is our corruption? I mean, we've got 13 corruption. It's going down, so we're in a pretty good place on estate privileges, the things that cause trending corruption. It's looking pretty good for now. But yeah, I'm going to drag this war out. Getting that silver mine will be nice. It won't give us a connection to Chaldiki, but you know, getting closer to one. It gives us access to a land connection attack up north here, if we want to do that, which we probably don't early, just because communication efficiency sucks. So maybe I want here so we can... No, because we can already take Thessaly and then these two provinces, because both of these, as you can see, also have silver mines. And it would be nice to be able to seize them. I'm just going to see what we can do in a peace deal with this single province sieged. So I imagine that'll be a fair whack of war score. Oh, nuts. There's too much attrition here. Need to send some people back. And we'll leave someone sieging here just so they have the full occupied and besieged bonus to accepting peace. Okay, so with 21 war score, we should be able to get all your money. No? They're really miserly. Alright, there we go. That should get them. And you guys can just drop off a little quick siege stack in Araska. And then we can do something similar to them. This won't bring us closer to call for peace because we're at 100% anyway. We don't actually want to complete those sieges, so I'm just going to leave one guy in each for the same reason, just to get that call for peace. Not call for peace, the occupied and besieged. Take 6 ducats. Hey, 6 ducats is worth... We probably took like a couple of 100 men attrition to make that happen. I'd say that's worth it. You guys, you should be able to... Why can't I walk from here to here? Oh, right, because Thessaly is in the way. Hey, Thessaly. I know you hate me, but I'm really big and strong and scary. No, how about you? Yeah. No, give us military access. Good. Would have been annoying if I got my entire army trapped in the mountains of northern Greece. Now, who do we have military access from? Anyone we don't need it from? No, just them now. Good. Still managing to hold our alliance with... Oh, I forgot we had an alliance with the Mamluks. Yeah, no, I'm stupid. How many men do the Mamluks have? Not that many? Mamluks only have 7,000 men. Okay, never mind. I was thinking, like, the Mamluks are huge. We can use them to get... oh my god. We can use them to get... just to ignore coalitions, because the Mamluk alliance will scare them off. But no. Look at the Mamluks' autonomy map mode. Mamluks, what is you doing? Reform delegated rulers isn't going to help. Yeah. Significant expansion of autonomy to the burghers. Shifting loyalties. What do you... Mamluks, build some roads. How is this at 70? Controlled by... they've got lots of tribal control. Okay. That's why. Egypt. Urbanize. You urgently need to urbanize. They're going to be a cakewalk to conquer. Super high autonomy, moving super cheap provinces, and, you know, super weak enemy, more to the point. Alright. What are we going to do with that cash? We could do with that local university. Could build it in Herivos, but I'd rather have it in Izmit. Our truce with the Byzantines is another 8 years. So yeah, we'll just wait another... I mean, we can play it safe, because there's no... I mean, we don't need to go hard against coalitions right now, but... I mean, we could, because we're going to get the... Oh, no, okay, good to know. Naples is at their alliance limit. So we can't get that alliance just on demand. So this is the war we want next. But the manpower situation is a little dire. Right, our power projection is plummeting because of the lack of rivals. I'm tempted to take this peace deal sooner, just so that we can get our rivals set back up. But I don't think we want Wallachia and all the ex-Servian Empire states in against us. I think that would just be too dangerous. Get that core going. Where else aren't we coring? Out here. 3 unrest, 3 unrest, 3 unrest. 0 here? It's out of our coring range. I didn't expect that. That's funny. Can we get rid of 3 unrest with these guys? No, 2.75. Really close though. So once this ticks down just a little bit more, we will do that for sure. In case it's been too long since you played MEIOU and Taxes, and I know it's been a long time since I did a campaign of it, overextension dramatically reduces your manpower cap and your tax, but it doesn't do anything else, and there's no effects of being over 100. So it more accurately represents having to have like a military occupation in places that you're yet to integrate into your nation. I'm going to keep presenting these guys with gifts, just to keep them sweet. And then because the burgers are so happy, I'm just going to take some of the money back off the burgers. And I think I'm also going to give them their autonomy again, just to make them like super, super happy with me. Got some tolerated heathens in our capital now. What's going on with my my tolerance? Our secularism is getting up there apparently. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but not a great deal we can do about it until we can start whacking in some idea groups. Which we're getting there. We're getting there. We're going to store up a bunch of dip points for that. Ideally, sometime soon, you know, Constantinople can spill the beans on this whole banking thing. It's so tempting, man, every time. But no, we'll stick to our guns. We accepted Thraki, but that's different. That's because the no controlled forts thing is designed to stop like cheesy situations where you just dash in and grab a province, which is clearly not what we've done. The Ottomans historically did take these provinces without successfully sieging Constantinople, so makes sense. As I like to say when I'm trying to convince you of something, it makes sense from both the gameplay and the historical perspective. I've got you coming and going. Alright, these places are now... Hey, you give me military access back. No? You're outraged! I didn't know you were outraged at me already. Okay. We've got to be careful with that. Venice is expanding down here. Venice, I don't like you. With your trade league. If they take this land, that'll be unfortunate. I'm going to have to do something about that. Junior partner under Sicily. Oh, is that what's going on with the Venetian? Venice is taking on Aragon and winning. That's interesting. Well, we are unfortunately going to have to use troop transports to get these guys down here, but I do want to get that course started just as soon as we can. It takes a really long time to get cores in MEIOU and Taxes. What's the base time? I think it's 4 years. In MEIOU and Taxes, I mean, not in vanilla. So we really want to get those cores going ASAP. Where's the other province we can't core because of range? It's not one of you. You're one, but where's the other? Are you also out of range? Ah, they are. Okay. In which case, forget moving those guys over. We'll just drill them here. So we're going to have to wait for this core to finish before we can do those ones, unfortunately. Well, I'm amazed that that's too far away. You start with a really low coring distance in M&T, it seems. I'm telling you, man, it's been too long. It's been too long. So, in terms of missions, that's obviously one of our early goals, and that gives a permanent claim just east, basically. Pontic Coast, claim on Crimea, okay. And then that, I mean, yeah, that lines up nicely with our second goal. Thing is, going all the way to like these provinces here, the communication efficiency is gonna suck. Really, we want to stop at this mountain range. But I guess we'll grab those extra 3. Although, can we have subjects hold them? Is it hold or have subjects hold? Yes, good. So we can have a subject hold this kind of internal mountainous area. Even maybe Arsgay as well, like these ones. Did I just call this place Arsgay? Aksare, I guess is how you would pronounce that. I think we'll probably have this whole area, not the north coast, but like these provinces and maybe these as well, all held by a subject until we're confident that we can build a sufficiently good road network. Probably one up from Cilia, like Cilia here, and one down from here to get good enough communication efficiency over there. Because really, until you have a good road, you might as well just have a subject holder. You're not going to make any money there. You're just going to get rebellions. Do we want to take late medieval tactics? I mean, we might be able to get banking soon. Okay, banking is actually spreading to our province now. Just from nearby province. Yeah, no urban development is hurting it, and not controlled by burghers is hurting it. Okay. Whereas Izmit is growing at a nice pace now. I think we hold off. I think we're not going to fight a difficult war in the immediate future. So let's just bank the points. We can bank like 1,000 or 2,000 points. So sure, let's just hold off. That's fine by me. Lesser nobles, why can't you give me manpower? Oh, they can now. Okay, well, we'll take that from them just because manpower is... we want to be taking that off these two basically on cooldown for the next probably 80 years, if I had to guess. Partly to get that plentiful manpower, and partly because we're just going to be spending a lot more than we're getting. I mean, I was trying to think of a more sophisticated way of expressing that, but we're just going to have... Our gaze will outstrip our grasp if we don't request new manpower, because M&T manpower, you gain it really slowly except that you can get like really high manpower caps, you know, in fairly short order. If we consolidate like to here and all of Greece, we're going to have like 120,000 manpower cap once we let it all kind of stabilize and chill out and urbanize a bit. Because essentially once, I mean, this is true for real life as well. Once you stop wars, development goes through the roof, man. Once you just let people focus on being productive as opposed to murdering each other. And sure, we can still murder people on the borders, but we'll let the people on the interior of the country focus on development rather than murdering each other. Then you can get... that's when you get stuff done, man. It's not true in some senses. There's the whole thing about, you know, war economies being very inventive, but still. Still can't interact with tribals. Don't really want to promote anyone. Income is not superb because of the size of our army and the amount we're spending on education. Fine, convert 5% of versus Judaism. I don't care. We're going to be able to shift them away from that in the future by being intolerant generally anyway. I was thinking about building that university. I think actually I'm going to give it all to the education though, because education is still short, like 200 ducats, I think. Because the smart spending thing you can use, it's short 250. How is it short more than it was? Oh, because my size has gone up, right? So one-time endowment, have 150 ducats. And now it's only short 100. We can make that in not too long, hand that over to them as well. And that should get us up to like level 4 education. Level 4 education will help with the spread of banking. Banking will make us more money, save us a bunch of tech points. Let's get those ideas pumping out faster. All good stuff. Now, what are these missions could we do? Take standing army ideas. Yeah, it's not gonna happen for a long time. Take one of the religious idea groups. Have +6 tolerance to the true faith. Jesus, that's pretty tough. Fate of the church. Bit of admin points. Nothing down here really that I'm that invested in going for. I mean, sure, some free points are nice, but Istanbul. Once you own Constantinople, you get tolerance to true faith, legitimacy, and prestige. Bulgaria is going to take some conquering. That gives us that's what gives us the Greece claim. That's annoying. We already have a claim pretty much. Yeah, we don't. I mean, this I think is Greece, right? No, actually, this is Central Balkans up here. This is all Greece. Yeah. So we actually already have a full Greece claim. So it's a bit silly to have a mission that gives you a claim on an area that you start with a claim on. But hey, that's just my cup of tea, I guess. Anyway, don't freak out about the noise. I'm just lowering my desk. That's enough. That's enough standing while managing my empire. I'll try it down here. I'm not sure how much that comes through the microphone, but God, that civil war in Bulgaria is still going on, huh? All right, so let's take a look at this peace deal. How are we doing? 1 more year to get Macedonia out. 2 more to get Wallachia out. I mean, Wallachia probably only has like 3,000 men. 4,000. I mean, 4,000 is not nothing. It's not nothing. Complaints about the bailiff. Do you want to lose 5 prestige or potentially a whole stability? Tricky. What if... Province gained. So tempting. What if we took this province as well? If we could get like Kosovo, Zeta, Serbia out of this, I'd be kind of okay with it. Well, you know what? Fine. We're going to hold off. We're going to stay in this war. We're going to try and get both those provinces. And we need to make sure that you are a special interest. Yes, good. Because I want to know if they ever break one of their alliances so we can grab them. They've got these two potent personal union partners. Sorry, what was the other one? Provence? I remember looking at it thinking it looked good. No, Corfu, right? Not potent, but... Crusade against the Ottoman. Interesting. What is this war Venice involved in? The Venetian conquest of Athens. I mean, that is what they're after, so they are almost certainly going to grab that province, which I really do not like. But it's not a great deal we can do about it right now. Oh, right. We've got some areas that aren't states. Got to finish coring them, of course. I definitely want to call it to state you. There's no limit on the state count in MEIOU taxes, right? Oh, no, there is. There is. Okay. Well, we definitely want to state here. I'm not certain we need to state the Aegean. Once we have Crete, sure, because there's urbanization down there, but... Nah, for now, don't think we need it. Should be okay without. The estates are restless. Well. Whoa, oh my god. I don't believe it. I've been decentralizing this whole time. What did we start at? We would be at 55 by now. I can't believe we've been decentralizing the state this whole time. I'm really tempted to just make it so that we hadn't made that mistake. Absolutism 15. Absolutism 10. We wouldn't have done that. Like there's if you ever press that button, if you ever press this button, the game should just be like, "Are you sure?" I'm not letting that stand. I'm sorry. I know that will annoy some of you, but like that's ridiculous. We would obviously not have been doing that. So I'm okay. To me, tactical mistakes and RNG are things you shouldn't cheat about. Misclicks, come on. I think that's okay. The estates are restless. I'm gonna take the 5 corruption. No. Yeah, I'm gonna take the 5 corruption. It's trending down anyway. It'll be fine. So, we are a timber supplier. I didn't notice that. That's cool. How long has my mic been muted? Crap. Well, I'm going to end the episode. I don't know how long that's been muted for. It might have been the whole episode. And I can't check without ending the episode. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next episode.